For many years, people were concerned about the influence of the East on the West, as evidenced by a lot of the idiotic protest on college campuses here in America. But that threat was also in the Western countries. You've heard them say before, don't let those Western ideas get into your head. Don't let the civilization or the capitalism of the West infect you. Several countries work mighty hard to keep the West out of the East. But then
中国的女光棍是世界最多的。
China has the highest number of single women in the world. It also has one of the highest divorce rates globally. In most cases, divorces are initiated by women. Nowhere else do women look down on men as much as in China. Nowhere else do women demand such high bride prices. Nowhere else do so many women abandon their husbands and children. Nowhere else do so many divorced women seek welfare partners.
Welcome to the party, pal!
welcome back to Free Mind Thinkers, another wonderful edition. I am Big Brother Tucker. With me by my side, as usual, I have my baby brother himself, the main man, Mr. Frosty.
China number one.
USA. USA. Now, as you heard at the end of that intro, it seems that China is having a problem with all those things that they said that no other country do women divorce at such a high rate. Frosty, I think that they may be getting Americanized.
Man, it sounds like they drank the Kool-Aid. Or the what's I forgot the name for the alcohol they drink is that they drink over there.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let's see something. Frosty,
Baijiu. It's called Baijiu.
Frosty, what does it say right there? According to research, what does it say?
The majority of divorces in the United States are initiated by women,
By
with studies showing around 69% of divorces are started by females.
now, what did that intro say? What happened in the intro?
Yeah, they facing the same thing. Women are initiating divorce.
Because it would seem that that they are experiencing some American women issues.
Mm-hmm.
China not number one. China not number one.
Well, they number one because they probably got more women than we do here. Period.
Man.
And most of them don't succeed. What's the reason behind this, friends? There's only one reason. Chinese women have been consuming too much toxic positivity advice.
Now he wants to call it toxic positivity. Here's what I call it. They've been drinking some of that Western water. Okay. As we go into this a little bit further, you're going to see, they've been sipping large from the cup of the West.
They were told that men should earn money while women should focus on looking beautiful. That men struggle to find wives, but women never have trouble finding husbands.
As you were going to say a moment ago, Frosty.
We know what I thought of? I thought of that clip from Star Trek.
Sheer fucking hubris.
I think the problem with this right here is that, see, you can tell they have been drinking from the water fountain of Western women. Read that line that says that men struggle to find wives, but women never have trouble finding husbands.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
See, I could tell you what's not over there. They don't have a Kevin Samuels. See, they don't have a Kevin Samuels to give them some of that reality check tech soup. You know, they need that reality check soup, okay? Because as it has been established, no, baby, women controls who gets the sex. Men control who gets the ring.
Exactly.
Hey, but they said the men struggle to find wives, as I just stated. That lets me know y'all are definitely drinking from the fountain of Western women because
Oh yeah.
that is major cope. That is
Oh
cope
yeah.
and dodging accountability because the men are the ones who decide who gets married and
Yes.
when.
It's true.
As we will know next month. As we will testify to next month.
Yes.
This so-called wisdom has left women dazed, confused, and disoriented.
Because it's not wisdom. Let's look at the contradiction we've had the last 3 seconds. Women can find husbands, but men can't find wives. If that was so, then this next statement, this so-called wisdom, and he got it right, this so-called women has left women dazed, confused, and disoriented.
I can tell you why. I can tell you why.
Because they know it's BS. It's
Yeah,
BS.
because these are women taking advice from other women.
Exactly.
And we know women don't like each other. We know it. It's across the board.
Girls are terrible. They're always backstabbing and giving each other phony compliments.
Oh, wow, you are definitely not afraid of dessert.
You know, I wish I were secure enough to throw on any old thing and call it an outfit.
Come on, you have so much body confidence. I mean, who wouldn't with those strong legs? So muscular. I'm jealous of how thick with strength they are.
Hey, I like your tie.
Thanks.
We know how to be friends.
They set each other up to fail.
All the time. Actually, and we know this because there is in no realm where that is a real statement. Because women, y'all would marry the first piece of meat that y'all get. That one that made y'all, ooh, I love you, daddy. Y'all marry him. But he didn't want you. So you got to marry the person who does. Again, women control the sex. Men control who gets that ring.
Completely lost and disoriented. This elderly man's remarks may be extreme, but real-life cases do support some of his views. In January 2025, an online court trial video sparked widespread controversy across the Chinese internet.
As a father, you've never called your child, never cared about her life, never taken responsibility for their education. You haven't even made a single phone call in a year. You've deprived my child of a father's love. You've taken no responsibility for this family, not even a cent as a father. You've never cared about your child's life or education.
In the 7.5-minute courtroom video, nearly 7 minutes were filled with the plaintiff, Yan Dongping, voicing her accusations.
Now, don't that sound a whole bunch like American court?
Sure does. I will say this. My views have changed tremendously over the years. I used to be that naive person, used to just, oh, this woman's telling her story, and oh my goodness, the adversity and the harm and the hardship she's faced.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I've grown up and understand, I'm like, chick, we want to hear your side of the story. Let this man talk. We need more pieces of the puzzle.
Exactly.
To any observer, she appeared to be a deeply wounded wife, an abandoned mother, while her husband was seemingly an irresponsible man. But a single statement from her husband, Sheng Zhubao, shattered the entire performance. I was working in Beijing. I gave you all my money without keeping a single cent for myself. Finally, the judge delivered the verdict. The couple's joint property, a car, is awarded to the plaintiff, Yan Dongping. At that moment, before the camera was turned off, Yan Dongping turned her head and smiled.
Evil bitch.
A smile filled with an indescribable sense of sweetness and triumph. To many viewers, it felt as if she was looking at someone she truly loved. This scene deeply wounded her weary and honest husband, who quietly wiped away the tears at the corner of his eyes. This scene didn't just wound her husband, it struck a nerve with every viewer watching.
Because people saw how evil and petty women can be.
The mask slip, because she thought it was over with. The mask slip. It's like, oh, you know what? For all we know, that could have been her the dude she with next.
Exactly.
She smiling like that. Like, no.
Frosty and I came across this thing, and Frosty wants to talk about it because it really leads us into an issue of that is the way most women are. As sad as it is to say, that now that the West has infected the East.
Yes, I can tell you that. And other Asian countries, they've drunk the Kool-Aid of this Western ideals and values, which I can't really call it values. I mean, negative aspects. They get all the negative.
Me personally, I think that it's going to be hilarious to see this implode on itself. Now, do you want to keep up with the video? Because that's pretty much the most that was the most poignant point I feel that I wanted to make there.
Yeah, I mean, there's some other parts to it, but yeah, that's definitely the most poignant.
So then we can go here. What you see there, Frost? What the headline say?
It said new marriages in China crashed to a record low while divorces on the rise. And that's a recent article.
Yes, sir. The number of new marriages recorded in China fell to a record low last year, despite sweeping government efforts to encourage young people to tie the knot and have babies to halt demographic decline in the world's second largest economy. Some 6.1 million couples registered their marriages in 2024, a plunge of 20.5% from the previous year, according to data released Saturday by China's Ministry of Civil Affairs. It marks a record low since the ministry started releasing the statistics in 1986. Plummeting marriages and births pose a severe challenge to Beijing as it grapples with the pressures of a shrinking workforce and a rapidly aging population on the country's slowing economy. Going down to this highlighted point, which was very important. The data released on Saturday also showed a slight increase in the number of divorces. Last year, 2.6 million couples registered to divorce, an increase of 28,000 from 2023. China has mandated a 30-day cooling off period for people filing for divorce since 2021, despite criticism that it can make it harder for women to leave broken or even abusive marriages. Now, that video y'all just saw, did that seem like a broken or abusive marriage?
No.
No. I know that's especially one of the things here in America, that's one of the things they always try. Oh, he was abusive. But now, since that ploy has stopped working for women, thank you, Amber Heard, that you just can't say he was abusive without having some hardcore facts to back it up. Now they've gone the toxic positivity route. I needed to free myself. I needed to find me.
Get the fuck out of here.
And that's the part that gets me.
So you just not wait till now to find you.
Yeah, they be waiting years later. It was like 10 years later, 5 years later. It's like, I wish I would have known this from the beginning. I would have never married your butt.
No, really, that's the God's truth.
Now, as it says in the video, let's go back there.
And so, what people jokingly called the first world-famous painting of 2025, Yan Dongping's smile, was born, ultimately making her the target of online outrage. As the controversy grew, the truth began to surface. When the couple first went to the Civil Affairs Bureau to finalize their divorce, they were required to undergo a 1-month cooling-off period.
That's the 30-day period that we just discussed in the article we read. Now, I'm all for that, believe it or not, because I believe one of the things that really does contribute to the divorce rate, I know here in America, is we've made it easy.
No, all too easy.
That we've made divorce far too easy, and sadly, in most cases, it's the man fighting to hold on to the relationship.
True that.
Yep.
But we've made divorce way too easy.
That's a sad commentary in and of itself.
And now China is feeling the effects of what America has been dealing with for quite some time. I like the idea of a 30-day period because unlike that BS article, thank you CNN, it's not, let's stop that nonsense, because that woman did not say, oh, he was abusive. As you saw, he even said, I'm working in another part of the country. I'm sending you every single dime. And out of the clear blue sky, I'm finna leave.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Okay, yeah, because for example, if you was getting hit with the 2-piece, if you was hitting with the combo, if you was hitting with the, then people would understand why you want to get out of there, because you're getting pummeled, right? You're getting the E Honda, 1,000 slaps. But that's not always the case. Sometimes, like I said, as we saw, a lot of times women initiate divorce here. I'm pretty sure it's the same there. I wonder what they're equivalent to inconsolable. What does this say?
Irreconcilable.
Irreconcilable differences.
What the hell is even that?
It means
I don't want to try no more. I'm tired,
Yeah.
A policy introduced under China's 2021 marriage law intended to promote marital stability. But in Miss Yan's case, that month became the perfect opportunity for her to execute a carefully planned strategy. Under the pretense of achieving financial independence through an online store, she escalated her demands, stripping the father of visitation rights and even insisting that their daughter change her surname.
What?
That's just not right. That's messed up.
Yes.
The hell?
Yeah. I thought you saw the way.
Us.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I missed that part.
Obviously.
She cold.
Now then, does that sound like somebody who's being abused? And that's the thing. That's why there are so many issues here in America, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to get on that here in a minute in the video, if we get that far in, where they talk about one of the problems is men no longer want to get married. They should hit that here in a second in the video. And that's the same thing that women here are experiencing. Men don't want to marry. A lot of men even stop dating because the purpose of dating is to find someone to marry. But we have realized as men, and as a man who's been through it twice.
Deuce! 2 times!
It is a bad business decision.
Yeah, I mean, it's
now
too
look,
easy.
I am. You know me. You've been there. I am the exception to the rule. Okay, I'm the exception. It wasn't bad for me at all. I won, but for most people,
they don't win.
Like my cousin, when my cousin got his divorce, remember what he had to do for 30 days?
Yeah, he had to leave his own house.
I think it was 90 days. I think it was 90 days. He had to find a place for him to stay while also maintaining the rent,
bills, mortgage,
on the place.
Bring all ties between
ridiculous.
Very much so. Very much so.
People quickly exposed the so-called financial independence as nothing more than a sham. Miss Yan's online store was merely a business license on paper, with little to no actual revenue. The family's middle-class lifestyle, owning a home and a car in a third or fourth-tier city, was entirely built on years of her husband's hard-earned wages from working in the big city.
And that's the thing that they don't talk about. They don't talk about what this man sacrificed to make sure she was good, the family was good, and then it all ripped away from him just that quick.
She just said it. It wasn't about her online store. Everything she got was because of his hard work.
For many migrant workers in similar situations, the Yan case served as a wake-up call, highlighting the risks they too might one day face.
And there it is.
Yeah.
A wake-up call.
Please. Wake up.
Fellas, I'm just trying to get into this. They're not going to bust their butt to get literally left with nothing.
No. 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 Hell no. No. I refuse. No.
The most troubling part is that the betrayer pays no price. In recent years, with the economic fallout from the pandemic, many men lost their jobs or suffered business failures. In almost every case, it was the women who quickly filed for divorce, often walking away with whatever little assets remained.
I want cash money.
Oh, damn. I mean, but that's true, though. Like, it happens there and here. Oh, man, we're hitting hard times. And she looking over at you. She already preparing her life jacket and the boat taking off the boat. She already preparing it to leave.
Gotcha, bitch.
Remember back in the day when American men wanted a good Asian woman?
Yeah.
Because they were seen as very submissive and docile and very loyal.
No, not anymore.
They I said this is the cost of modernization.
Yes, sir.
For many men, marriage has reduced them to mere providers, financial tools discarded with no fair outcome.
I'm stating facts, 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 facts.
You heard that. Men are
Yeah.
nothing more than we're tools.
Yeah.
And that's not China, people. What Frost and I is showing you is we're showing you America in Chinese form. That's what's been
Yeah.
happening in America for years now.
Yeah. Decades and upon decades.
This has fueled growing anxiety among young men about marriage. Statistics show that over 40% of men born in the 90s and 2000s now express a fear of marriage.
No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah.
You don't say.
Because you see the men become before you lose it all. And let's and for those people, they'll be, oh, but what about those bad men? Not, I would say the majority of men are not, doing bicycle kicks. That T-Hawk. Hit him with that T-Hawk. They're not, all men ain't doing it. They're not hitting them with the Psycho Crusher.
Your time ends here.
They're not hitting with the ball raw. Just man, all men ain't doing it. I wouldn't say majority of men are doing it. Not even
Exactly.
close.
Not even close.
Cases like Yan's only deepen this fear, and she is far from an isolated example. People have responded with bitter laughter, saying that with a single smile, Yan has pushed China's record low marriage rate even lower. No one knows exactly who that smile was meant for, but one thing is clear.
You are the worst human being I have ever met.
It has left many men terrified. Terrified of walking away from a marriage with nothing. Terrified that one day their own wives might flash a Yan-style smile.
Yeah, no kidding.
That should really frighten everyone because that is America in the East. Everything that's happening over there has been happening here, as Frosty said, for decades. But now it's just now being brought to light because now the ramifications are being felt by the younger generation. So you still have some people like me of that age that still believe in marriage. And here is the conundrum I'm in. I still believe in marriage. I enjoyed being a husband. Both my wives left. So I know that they would tat their ass. Both my wives left. I enjoyed being a husband. I would like to be one again, but I know I am too scarred. My trust level,
yeah.
Dead Jim.
And the part that gets me about a lot of this, and what we're seeing here, just as over there, as they talked about in this video, the toxic positivity. I wish I can give another name for it, but I can't think of anything at the top of my head. But the lies that women tell each other, it's so interesting. Even though women will tell you that women hate women and they don't really trust each other, but they will look on social media.
If you would like to hear the rest of that, feel free to join us on our Rumble channel, still under Free Mind Thinkers. There you will find the full and unedited version of this video. Remember, until next time, to stand up, stand out, and think differently. Holla.